YouTube land, what's up? It's your girl here, Makara, this morning. We are recording Monday, 9:33 a.m. How are y'all doing? And listen, this is what it is today, all right? This is what it is today. Do you want this or do you want this? I didn't think so. So I'm going to give y'all some of this, right? I ain't thinking about these people. These good old American people. Y'all stop thinking about these good old American peoples. Y'all might could get y'all something going. I'm like Ike Turner. What peoples? What peoples you speak of? I'm like Ike Turner. You better run when my love's going bang, bang, bang. Nowhere to hide when my love's going bang, bang, bang. Got the bangers all in the background. Bang, 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 bang. Oh, you better run. Bang, 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 bang. Oh, you better go. Yeah. So, y'all, on some for real stuff. Today, I don't know if you have checked out my session, but today what we will be talking about here is survival skills part 2. And so the reason why I am bringing you survival skills part 2 was because I done a survival skills part 1. So I needed to catch up on that. So if you've landed here to watch survival skills part 2 and you haven't watched 1, I recommend you go back, and you can watch this and then go back, but it makes more sense if you go back and catch 1 and 2, but you know, however you want to do it. So y'all, another reason why I wanted to do this survival skills part 2 is because I have a lot of younger people, young men and women, coming on my channel, and I want to give them a chance to be able to see what this is all about. I want to give them a photo snap about life and how life was through different stages, from my parents to their parents, from me and you to now becoming parents, to where they are now. A lot of things have changed, right? So I want them to get a glimpse, of what I've seen in my life, from where I'm standing from as a kid. And so I want to talk about these things because things aren't getting better, they're only getting worse. Y'all agree with that? All right, so let's roll. So we'll start right here, right? So everybody has to eat, right? Y'all, have y'all seen the prices of ground beef today? The prices of ground beef have skyrocketed. They have tripled. In my time, ground beef was equivalent to eating a steak. And so today, you ain't seeing a lot of steaks on the table. You ain't having a lot of steaks at your house, are you? You're not doing all of this stuff today. And right now, where we stand, in this time, 2021, heading for 22, where things are skyrocketing and quadrupling, if you got a steak on your table, you a bad man. I want you to drop something below and show me how to get a steak on my table. I mean, I have some every blue moon, but it's nothing like it used to be. Y'all, when I was a kid coming up, the weekend was something to celebrate. We didn't wait for holidays. If your parent worked a 9 to 5 and had the weekends off, to celebrate the weekend and being off, they had a steak. And so now, y'all, back then, time was longer than what it is now. The weekends seem like forever. But now, the weekends seem like a minute. So you had a lot of more time on your hands, with the weekends. So when the weekends came, my parents and their parents or whatever, they would celebrate the weekend off with a steak. So, y'all, this time and age and day, to even be able to go to someone's house, if you even see an A1 sauce steak bottle nowadays, you are living amongst royalty. Because see, back then, A1 steak sauce was equivalent to ketchup. Folks had steak sauce in the refrigerator, in the cabinets. That was a thing. You go to the store, don't forget my steak one. Don't forget my A1. Don't forget it. It was equivalent to ketchup. And so now, you don't even hardly see too many A1 bottles in nobody's house. Hell, I had some in my cabinets. I had to throw them away. They was expired. Nobody got no steak. It don't taste right on nothing else. So, that's one of the things that I wanted to talk about. Just want to ask y'all, have y'all saw the price of steaks? Not a steak. Well, yeah, steaks too, because now steaks is replacing the seafood damn near, and I guess seafood is replacing all the delicacies. This stuff is getting high, y'all. So I just want to know if y'all seen that. Two on my list, we are going to be talking about cigarettes. Y'all, we going to eventually have to put them down, ain't we? Because they want $10, $11, $12, $9 for cigarettes. And we only going to be putting them down because, well, we have to, right? It ain't because we don't want to. Because that nicotine hit right on your smoke break, don't it? That nicotine, right, it hit right when you got a story to tell, don't it? Yeah, hit right after you get done eating, don't it? When you problem solving, that nicotine come through, don't it? Well, y'all, eventually, we are going to have to put that down. And so, y'all, I want to talk about this, how the price of cigarettes have really skyrocketed. And so I remember being a kid listening to my mom's conversations out on the porch when, somebody would stop through, right? Just grown folks having a conversation. And my mom back then was talking about how cigarettes have skyrocketed and how she was going to have to quit smoking and you can't hardly afford them. And I didn't understand what the fuss was about, what mama was talking about, because at the time, cigarettes, with me being a kid, they went from $3 to $5. So I really didn't understand what mama was talking about. So me being a kid, sticking my nose in her business, I would always turn around and cut her off like, Mom, what is you talking about? $3 and $5, that ain't nothing. Go grab my purse, bring mama $10. Here, mama, go buy you 2 packs. But see, back then, y'all, I thought I was talking about something. I thought I was saying something. But the truth was, I was just now landing, And so I really didn't even know what I was saying. And so I remembered handing my mother $10, telling her to go buy 2 packs of cigarettes. And she didn't even take the $10. She said, no, she spoke on the principle here. And she said, no, daughter, you don't understand. And so before I go to tell this little story right here, let me give you a quick little photo capture moment so you know where I'm coming from with this. I want to talk about 2 seconds about my Uncle Richie, right? Uncle Richie was my great uncle. That was my mom's uncle. Uncle Richie was born in Jonesboro, Arkansas. Uncle Richie raced horses for a living on horse tracks and bred horses. And Uncle Richie raised my mom along with my aunt, Aunt Earthy. And so, back to what I was saying, she said, when I was a kid, Uncle Richie would send me and your uncles and some of your cousins to the store to get cigarettes. And back then, Uncle Richie would give me, 5 cent, 10 cent, 15 cent, and on the weekends, 25 or maybe 30 cent for cigarettes. And we would walk all the way down this dusty road to get these cigarettes for Uncle Richie. And she said, when we got there and we put our little 1 coin on the table, she said they would give us a long brown paper bag And she said, daughter, that 5 cent or that 10 cent or that 25 cent on the weekend especially would fill up the brown paper bag so bad that you couldn't even close it. You couldn't even twist it. You couldn't do nothing. You just had to hold the bag trying to get home. The bag was filled with all of these cigarettes. And so she said, you should have seen me and your uncles and some of your cousins on that dirt winding road trying to get home. She said, me and your uncles would be going down the road and the bag would already be ripping. It was ripping before they handed me the bag. And as we walking over time, you hear a rip coming from the bag, And the oils of my hand, getting on the bag, softening the bag, breaking the bag down. And then the heat, the sun coming, producing heat on the bag. And then the bag sweating. She said, and I'll be holding the bag like this, trying to keep the bag together, And so, y'all, I'm about to bust the bag open. I'm about to bust the bag open here. Cigarettes will be falling everywhere. She talked about how the cigarettes would be falling. She would be trying to catch some. Some she could catch. Some she couldn't. Some would fall on a dirt road. She would pick them up and they would have dust on them. Some was falling out the rip of the seam. Some was broken. She couldn't put them back together. That's how many cigarettes I had for 10 and 15. And like I said on the weekend, 25 cents. And she said, the next morning Uncle Richie would have to get up and go to work. And when he would come back, he would tell them about his cigarettes, his pile of cigarettes that he seen laying over there on the side of the dirt road, the ones that they weren't able to save. That's how many cigarettes they had, y'all. But now, today, you don't get that many cigarettes. You get a pack for $10. Of course, the ones I smoke anyway, Camel Crush menthols, they are like $10.64, maybe $8.64 wherever you go. And y'all, it's so bad, it's to the point where, for me it is, and I'm sure it's getting to the point where for others, where people can't even come up and buy a cigarette from you anymore for 25 cents or 50 cents. You lying with them in your pocket. Oh no, this is my last one. We getting to the point where we have to savor the moment because these cigarettes are so high. Moving on to my next discussion, $20 to $40. This is a $20-$40 range conversation I'm about to kick to y'all right now, y'all. So, let me find, y'all, I done dropped all my pages. Hold on, yeah. I don't even know what did happen. I'm looking for number 5. Hold on. Okay. I got one more paper on the other side of me, y'all. I'm sorry. I went to slam my paper down and I blew all my papers away. So I'm back, y'all. So like I was saying, y'all, this conversation right here that I'm going to have about this $20. This is a $20 and $40 range that I speak to you, letting you know what $20 and $40 did for you when I was a kid back in my day coming up. Y'all, things is changing. That's why I got to get on here and talk to y'all about this stuff. So y'all, when I was coming up in my day, and my father fell on hard times, or I fell on hard times, or your auntie fell on hard times, whoever. When you went to someone and said you needed to borrow money, $20 was an automatic. You didn't even have to ask, because see what $20 did. $20 took you all the way over. Y'all, they doing some work outside my backyard, some cutting and mowing and stuff, so I'm sorry. That's why I'm glad I got my microphone on. But back to what I was saying, y'all. $20 took you a long way. People put $20 in your hand because $20 was gonna last you for your next paycheck. $20 was gonna put some gas in your car to get you back and forth to work. And $20 was definitely gonna feed you. And then you had nerve to have some change left over. $20 was really rocking back then, y'all. And so nowadays, y'all, $20 is getting really, really, really hard to come up on. You go to ask somebody about $20 now, you damn near can get the blades crossed up against you. Asking about $20. $20 is equivalent to $150 to $175 now. Yo, I ain't got nothing but heat and tough talk for you. I'm telling y'all what's going on in the streets right now. And so, you know, I remember as a kid, right, going to the grocery store with my father, because I was a baby's girl, a daddy's girl. And everywhere my father went, I wanted to be with my daddy. I remember going to the grocery store, y'all. I remember going shopping. Our cart would be filled. Our cart would be overflowing. We got everything we wanted and needed and some. This paid for what you needed to have. This paid for your necessities. This paid for your desserts. This paid for your entertainment. This paid for it all. $20 and $40. We speaking on a 20 to 40 range here, y'all. And so we would be going through the store getting what we need. Like I said, our cart would be on fleek, y'all, as these kids say nowadays, on fleek. Our grocery cart would be on fleek. And when we got up there to pay the lady for our groceries, my dad always handed that woman $20 or $40 at the max. I ain't lying to y'all. I went to the grocery store with my father every weekend. It was $20 to $40, y'all. And our cart was overflowing. The cashier had the nerve to hand my father some change back. He had the nerve to put his change in his pocket and go do something else with it, y'all. That's what $20 and $40 did for you when I was coming up. And then, y'all, on top of that, we jump in our car to go visit my Uncle Earl in St. Louis, right? You put another $10 with Uncle Earl, $10. Or $20 with his $20. Y'all, Uncle Earl liked that grill up. We had pig snoops. We had pig ears. We had ribs. We had hamburgers. We had hot dogs. You name it. We had it. All for $20. $20 we had half of the pig, but for $40 we had it all. Hog nuts, whatever, we had the whole pig. Go to the grocery store now with $40, and don't even let that be link. Don't even let that be EBT. Which peoples? Go up in there now pulling this mess, y'all. You're not coming out of there with nothing. Go up in there now. You could come out there with 5 packs of budding meat now and spend $20 or $40. Go up in there now, pull this mess. So, $20 or $40, we grilled all night. See, my uncle would grill all night and got the nerve out this money to have about 3 or 4 cases of beer stacked to the side, you know. And then turn around the next morning, y'all. Get up looking for your daddies. Me and my cousins, because we always daddy's girls. Get up looking for our daddies. Our daddy's gone. They gone about 6 or 7 in the a.m. They gone fishing. With their beers that they bought from last night with the pig snoops and the pig ears and the hog nuts and all and the hamburger meat and the hot dog. They going fishing the next morning with their cases of beers off this $20 and $40, y'all. They going fishing. And I've been on some of these fishing trips with them, and they ain't doing nothing, just kicking it, living life off $20 and $40, catching all kind of fish, reeling them in, drinking all kind of beer. Got the little boom box on the boat with them, bumping surface. Get closer to you, baby. Closer than just friends. All of this stuff, y'all, was going on off of $20 and $40. I ain't lying to you. Everything was going on off of $20 and $40. Try today. Moving on. McDonald's. Y'all, I done sat up under my father on the passenger side of many days. What you want? I want a value meal. I want a Happy Meal, and I want some toys, and I want some pops, and I want this and that. Y'all, that man ain't handed them folks no more than $10 or $15. I had all kind of stuff. And y'all, I love getting the Happy Meals because I love pound puppies. And I will never forget when I was a kid, they had the collection of pound puppies. And my favorite pound puppy, and was and still is today, was that all black pound puppy. He was black, and he had the black nose, and he had the black eyes with the little white on him, and he had the little red little tag on his butt. You wanna make me love you? Buy me some pound puppies. I love pound puppies to this day. But McDonald's was so cheap, y'all. A value meal, $3. The highest value meal that I remember probably was about $5. Y'all, I had every pound puppy there was to have. Go and try that mess today. Pull up with your kids and turn around and ask them what all their heart desires at this speaker and see what you get. By the time you pull off, you done spent a good $40 or $50 at McDonald's. You would have came out better going down the street to Red Lobster or going to Tasty Crab, spending $200 or $300 and ain't even full when you leaving there. You know. But that's another topic. I'm gonna get to that too. Right now we're riding around and we getting it. I am watching all of this mess that is going on here. How you can't afford nothing. Even though you done work corns and calluses on your feet, you can't hardly afford nothing. Y'all, I'm watching this mess. I'm riding around and I'm getting it. I'm riding around and I'm getting it. I'm riding around and I'm getting it. Y'all, I'm watching this mess. I bring a little light to it, and I'm funny about it, and I laugh about it because the stuff is so raw and it's so upsetting and it's so real. In order to keep from crying, you have to laugh. So moving on, y'all, that little blow dry thing, lawnmower thing, he got his mighty loud. I didn't went out here and opened up my window. He don't know Miss Manson. He don't know Miss Manson because he wouldn't be back there if he knew Miss Manson. And I'm up here trying to deliver on the YouTube. You don't know Miss Manson, I'm trying to tell you. So y'all, this is my last one that I'm going to be speaking about. Drinks at the bar. So I done got snazzy and jazzy, and I'm gonna come out and I'm having me a good time. And I'm gonna spend my money at the bar with you, right? And I'm going to be spending about $40 and $50. And I'm going to be leaning to my side. And I'm going to be asking my sister, did you want a drink? I'm going to be showboating in the place. Oh, get my friend a drink too. What you have? So I'm going to be showing out up in there. And I'm making sure I got what I need. And you mean to tell me I didn't spend about, I know, a good $50 to $100 with you up there. And you mean to tell me, if not more, because a lot of pimps, players, and hustlers go up in there and they buy a lot of stuff. You know, they got a big congregation to take care of. You mean to tell me, I didn't spend all this money with you, and I ain't shaking out, going out the door? I ain't twizzling and twicking and, ticking and got a tick on me, scratching. I ain't getting drunk for all this money that I spent with you. You mean to tell me that I needed to get pre-drunk at home before I come up in here to have some of your watered down drinks? Well, say that then. Tell me that then. What is going on in these places that I'm walking out the door, I done spent half of my check, and I ain't feeling the way I want to feel? Make me feel the way I want to feel so I can get on the phone and tell my partners, tell my homegirls about the good night I had, They bring you these drinks now, supposed to be Hennessy, y'all. Hennessy, when I was a kid, it was so dark you couldn't even see through it. Go some of these places now, order you some Hennessy. Look like you did order some iced tea with some ice that's watered down, or you have to send it back. No. Hennessy ain't never looked like this, Jack. There's some of that hybrid Hennessy y'all got going up in here. I want to know more about it, So, y'all, I could go on and on and on about this. I just wanted to give y'all some examples. I just wanted to get on here and conclude my survival skill part 2 because, I told y'all I'll be coming back for these things, and I am, But my main focus, like I said, was to give these kids something, these babies in their 20s, what's not money to them is money to us if you are 40 and over, If you heard your mother and your grandmother and your grandfather's stories, then you know what this stuff is about that I speak of, because there was a time I didn't know, And so, this is the thing, y'all. My mother never had money, but she instilled in me ways and taught me how to get money. And I really appreciate my mother for that, because she could have gave me money. And what was that old saying about, like, if you take a man, to the pond and get him fish or something, but if you teach him how to fish? That was me and my mother's code of conduct. The older I get, that I'm coming around to. She rarely had money to give me. My father always had money to give me. But the difference was, my father spoiled me and put money in my hand. But then my mother instilled a different type of money in me that teaches me now to this day how to fend and go get money. Money that I am using now, My mother's long gone in her casket. But I just want to get on here and show y'all how things are changing and let y'all know that things aren't getting worse. They aren't getting better. They're getting worse. And there's some other things. I'm going to start up another video. It might not be today, but in a couple of days. I'm going to be teaching cats and young cats about what they need to do in order to make it in this world, especially without a college degree. I don't have a college degree at all, But I got some things up here that can make me make more money than a college degree earner. I got some things up here that can make me make more money than Big Meech. Yeah. Mildred Campbell taught me that, And so I'm starting to apply these things now, because it's all about adaptation, right? And now I am on a level where these things have to come out if I want to survive, So I'm going to be teaching some classes and some things about these things, how to at least I'm not gonna say make you rich, but just how to stay afloat, Because back then, when my mother was instilling things in me, it was enough to keep me afloat until it was time to get to bussing, And so now it's time to get to bussing. because I'm like Tupac. We getting hungry. We knocking at the door, and won't nobody let us in till you kick it in. I've been out there for an hour telling you I'm hungry and I want something to eat. Ain't nobody heard me no while y'all slinging salami all over. So this concludes my segment of Cougar's Closet. If you like my video, please like, please share, please subscribe. Cougar's Closet.